Hi, Jenny here with Sipping Streams Tea Company, and today we will be going over matcha, Silky Sweet Matcha in particular. So, Silky Sweet Matcha is kind of our version of a green tea latte. It isn't just a green tea latte because green tea latte can have all sorts of different types of green tea in there. But our green tea, milky, creamy beverage is made with authentic Japanese matcha. And so that is a very specially grown Japanese green tea that is manually stressed. So it has these shades over the tea field like tarps, and then it gets slowly starved of sunlight so that the plants produce a high amount of potency of chlorophyll, antioxidants, nutrients, because the plant thinks it's about to die. So anything that is highly stressed as far as the plant goes usually has a very high potency of whatever those nutrients are in it, because that plant is trying to survive. So we have our Silky Sweet Matcha, which I have added tapioca pearls to today, so it's kind of like a fun bubble tea, but typically we serve this whipped up with milk. You can use any kind of milk. You can use coconut milk, almond, soy, and you can top it off with whipped cream if you'd like, but we call it Silky Sweet Matcha because when you put your tablespoon of the sweet matcha in there, when you whip it up in a blender, it makes this foamy, creamy, frothy beverage. Like you can see here, this one's hot. And so it just foams up, kind of like a traditional bubble tea. So the Silky Sweet Matcha is made with authentic matcha with some dairy or non-dairy substitute, and it is very high in caffeine. So if you're wanting an alternative to coffee and you're wanting an alternative to these energy drinks, I would highly recommend the Silky Sweet Matcha. First of all, it tastes amazing. Second of all, extremely potent in nutrients and chlorophyll and the things that you need from those dark green leafy plants. And third of all, it's super easy to make. So the sweet matcha powder comes as a powder, and matcha is ground into half the micron fine of a powder, and typically takes a granite wheel that has to be granite, otherwise the tea leaves end up getting cooked, an hour of grinding it to make 1 ounce of it. So very specialized matcha is very healthy for you, and you can taste the difference too. So the Silky Sweet Matcha is what we have a lot of people right now buying, serving, adding it into their lemonades, adding it into, I think one lady's even added to an Americano. The difference of just any green tea latte versus a matcha latte or our Silky Sweet Matcha is that it is made with 100% authentic Japanese matcha that was specially processed, specially grown to have a high potency of nutrients, antioxidants, and of course it has a lot of caffeine in it, because caffeine content as far as dry form to dry form, coffee and tea, technically tea has way more caffeine than coffee does. However, coffee is typically ground, and if you use an espresso machine, then it's forced through. It has high percentage of surface area, so the water shoots through those particles and drains out all the flavor and the caffeine. However, in matcha, it is the whole pure meat of the leaf that you're consuming. So not only is it processed or grown a certain way, it's also steam dried. And steam drying helps keep the chlorophyll intact, and so more of that umami, seaweedy, green, potent flavor is in your matcha. So if you're wanting something super healthy for you, kind of sick of your kale and spinach smoothies, matcha might be a great alternative for you. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you very much.